What do you own a ridiculous amount of? Empty boxes from ordering stuff. I'm taking them to recycling as soon as I decide I'm not gonna use them. Socks. Bionicle sets. They take up a good 1/2 of my personal storage space. Body fat. Guitar picks. I have probably 40 of them. I know where 3 are. I own a ridiculous amount of Legos. I have almost 1 million Legos. Tabletop role-playing game books. I know someday I will find the perfect system for me. Oh. And I have to back that Kickstarter. And that book looks nice. too. Edit, gosh. My first award. Thanks a lot. I am honored. This feels like a level up. Shoes. I just fucking love shoes. I wear a women's US 8. Which is pretty common. So I can lend fancy pairs to friends who need them for a special occasion. I've given away many pairs to women who need them for part of a work uniform. I go through my collection once a year and donate the ones I never wore or don't care for anymore. Someone will love them. Guaranteed. And while I do own high-quality shoes for work and Midwestern winter, most of them are just cheap. Cute pairs I don't feel bad about only wearing once to go with an outfit or just because I need a shoe-related self-esteem boost. I own one purse. Dress very plainly. And my awesome shoes are always the highlight of my outfit. I live in the Sun Belt and I have 4 jackets. 4. Anxiety. Is that spelled right? Is this getting tracked? OMG, will I get hacked? Please don't hack me, hacker ong. Clamps. You can never have too many clamps. Regrets. Squishmallows. Technically they're my daughter's, but I bought almost all of them. She has probably 30. We could get rid of her bed and she could sleep on them. She loves all of them and I would quit buying them, but they're so damn cute. Stuffed animals. Childhood me had a problem. Underwear that no longer fits. Too big. The underwear. My bras. Miraculously still work. Husband is thrilled. Houseplants. It's hard to stop buying / trading or just propagating and making more. Edit, first. Wow. I didn't expect this to blow up. Awesome to see so many other plant lovers. Second. I wanted to respond to all the trade plant comments with r/takeiaplanta. I've also seen trades on the Nextdoor app and community groups. My local plant store also hosts plant swaps. So take a trimming of your plant and propagate it. Show up and see who wants to swap. Cables. There is an unwritten law of the universe. If you throw away a cable, you will need it within a month. Stringed instruments. 10 guitars. 2 basses. 2 banjos. A mandolin and a few oddballs. Handbags. I am at 160. And #X200B. Well. I had 160 at the last count. I stopped counting. I've been asked why I collect them many times. I am a plus-sized person and I love fashion. However, there isn't a lot of fashion in my size. I gravitated to handbags and purses and wallets and luggage because their size doesn't matter. It started with me wanting to get very expensive bags at very low prices. I scoured second-hand shops and yard sales. Then eBay started, yes. I am that old, and I totally got taken by a fake Kate Spade and was so angry. I stopped buying bags on eBay. I now collect a very rare bag. They make sometimes 150 of a certain style/color so that I know I am getting the real thing as I buy directly now. And #X200B. I do have some antique ones that I love. I have some that are very dear to people who had no one else to give to. I am like the homeless shelter for rescue purses. Dresses. I have over 100 dresses. All were purchased from thrift shops, and all are donated back again after I wear them a few times, but still. It's a strange obsession. Magic the Gathering cards. About 25,000 because I've been playing with family and best friends for 23 years now. I'm still collecting more. 2. But my closet is getting full. Guitar picks. Magic cards. Children. I know I have a shopping problem. Pain. Seriously, my back is killing me. Polyhedral dice. Hair ties. I'm a woman married to a woman and there has never been a shortage of hair ties at my house. Used to own a lot of bouncy balls. I collected them as a kid. Anytime I saw a dispenser at a store of arcade I would get a ball. My favorite was one shaped like a UFO or Saturn, and there was a really pretty green one. I loved to shake the box that the collection was in because it sounded like thunder. I think I still have a fraction of the collection but don't remember where I put it. Spaghetti. I go out for food. Buy spaghetti on sale despite having loads at home. Only use like half the pack for a meal. Why do I do this? Non-working tech. Old computer towers. Cords. Broken game system. Etc. I know I should get rid of them because fixing most are out of my league, but the first piece of tech I got was a Nokia phone in 2008, not counting family TV/microwave. Some people get what a Nokia brick in 08 means. Anyway. I have a slight obsession with tech and like to hold on to whatever I can get my hands on. Rocks. I have a rock collection, precious stones, fossils and other cool minerals. When I tell you my room shines purple because of all my amethyst clusters and points, I mean it. Edit, working on uploading pictures, y'all. I'll showcase my favorites then link them here when I can. Edit 2, still having trouble with the pictures. Reddit won't load my recent pictures, only shows pictures from 2 years ago, and Imager has the same problem. Cat toys. All for my cats to only play and fight over the same damn toy. They're like toddlers. Fatigue. Toilet paper. We moved during the pandemic and everyone thought they'd be clever and send us a pack as a housewarming gift. The first couple were helpful and appreciated. The many others that followed were not. We haven't bought toilet paper since May and we still have 70+ rolls left. We couldn't finish unpacking a few boxes because an entire closet is filled with toilet paper. Bottles of bourbon. 54 open bottles and 51 unopened. Salt and pepper shakers. I guess 7 pairs isn't ridiculous for some niche collector, but I am not. But where the hell did they all come from? I have cows. Sugar skulls. Goats. I don't need to shake that much salt and pepper. Underwear. At least it's ridiculous compared to how many I actually need. Rice. I must own millions. Possibly billions of grains of rice. Video games that I've never finished. Crafting supplies. I'm a serial crafter in that I like to get really into a crafting hobby for a period of time, could be months, years, or sometimes just weeks. And then I move on to the next craft. I usually buy supplies for that hobby as though it will be a lifelong passion. I'm also an aspirational crafter. I'll see the potential in raw materials which forces me to buy said raw materials. But then I get lazy and the project never comes to fruition. In short, I have 2 separate hobbies, collecting crafting supplies and crafting. Paper clips. I have a whole drawer full of them. Globes. I find them in the antique store and I buy them. Simple because they are from different years, and when there are different years, the stuff on the globe is different. I'm a history geek, I guess. Cheap little toys and figurines. Especially those you get out of capsule machines. Win in arcades. Have included with meals. Attached to kids' magazines. Appear in pound shops. Or are just too cute. I can't stop picking them up. They bring me so much delight. Whether it's a rubber shark with a leg sticking out of its mouth. A wind-up ghost. Glow-in-the-dark dinosaurs. A small angry Godzilla. Or those Star Wars action figures I picked up out of a PS1 bin at a convention. So I now have Chancellor Valorum and Chancellor Palpatine having a Chancellor debate on my mantle. Plastic bags from the grocery store. Graphic socks, socks with graphics, not violent socks, lol. Kinda pointless since no one will see them and I rarely go without shoes. But I've got over 50 pairs. Anywhere from Friday the 13th to Stranger Things to Brett the Hitman Hart to the Misfits. False eyelashes. They're everywhere. Whiskey. I collect. Nuts and bolts. Every time I get a new thing that needs assembled, I keep the leftovers just in case. Now I have a ton of random, particular nuts and bolts with severely limited applications, and I just can't seem to throw them away. Fragrances, about 90. Warhammer 40k armies. My wife hates that I started a hobby with lots of small pieces a few months before having our first child. Discs, frisbees. I'm somewhere around 250 now. Collared shirts. I would estimate I have somewhere around 300 to 400. I have ones I wear to work. Ones I wear to go out. Ones I wear to golf in. Ones that are fancy. Ones that aren't. It's a lot. I need to start getting rid of some. Lego. Far too much for someone approaching 30. But I'm not stopping. Dice. I don't even play in any in-person TTRPGs. So at this point I get them just to look pretty. Fancy men's boxers. Used to work for Saks and always took home any samples or extra stock that was available. The rest of the staff stopped taking them when they had enough, but I kept loading up knowing I wouldn't work there forever. 5 years later I have a suitcase in my closet with about $2,000 worth of underwear I'm planning on making last for the rest of my life, or if I ever reach the point that I can afford to pay $30 for a pair of boxers. Stuff that's not even mine. Steam games. HDMI cables. You'll never know when you need it. Also Gundams. Pennies. They're useless here, Canada, so I have nearly $1 in pennies. I collected them from banks when we stopped using them. Hoping to make a penny floor with them once I find a house that I can see myself making into my forever home. Jackets and hoodies. About 30 hanging on the back of my living room door. Had to use 9-inch screws because the sheer weight kept pulling the door off the frame. Board and card games. At least to me it's a ridiculous amount. Over 70 unique games. I have played almost all of them, but some came from my wife and take more than 2 people to play, so we haven't gotten to those yet. Masks. There was a sale. Back hair. Reading glasses. A pair in every room in my house. Couple at work. Couple in car. Etc. Thanks for watching.